Hello, my name is Joe Zamataro. I'm a certified professional yacht broker with Dennison Yacht Sales. My office is located at the beautiful Harbridge Marina in downtown St. Petersburg. Today we're going to take a look at one of my favorite listings, a boat called Fafaldi. It's a 2005 Island Packet 370. Let's take a look at some of the beautiful features of this great boat. Some of the special exterior features on this Island Packet 370 are solar panels, in-mast furling, a Lippincott Bimini and Dodger, bow thruster, a 4-foot 6-inch shoal draft keel, an abundance of opening ports and opening hatches as well as dorades for improved circulation, a comfortable helm seat and cockpit cushions, and stern rail seats. One of the nicest features about the Island Packet 370 is this galley. It's very, very well laid out and very convenient to cook gourmet meals. For instance, right here you have a nice feature with a pull-out trash collector. You have 2 deep double sinks. You have storage here for all your pots and pans, microwave oven, shelving. You have this beautiful Force 10 3-burner stove and oven that's gimbaled. And right above this, you'll notice there's an opening port and an opening hatch. What's really nice about this is when you're cooking, heat and moisture can dissipate and make this area a lot cooler. And you can keep this hatch open 24 hours a day, no matter what the weather is, because it's located right behind the Dodger. So rain's not going to come in, if you do have this open and you're still cooking. As you move further aft here, you have some additional storage. Then you have these beautiful storage compartment here for all your dishes and cutlery. And then one of my favorite things on this boat is the refrigeration system. You have a refrigerator freezer, and they use Frigiboat refrigeration, which I think is the top of the line refrigeration system on the market. It's very, very efficient. It draws very, very little, and is probably one of the most advanced refrigeration systems out there. And that's coupled with one of the most well-insulated boxes that you're going to find on any production boat. Very, very well done. And below you also have some additional locker storage for some other components you want to keep in your galley. Very, very well laid out, don't you think? 3 major elements about the interior of an Island Packet is quality, safety, and comfort. The quality refers to how well built this interior is. When you look at all the joinery work that goes into building an Island Packet, there's a lot more labor that went into building an Island Packet than most production boats. Island Packet has one of the finest woodworking shops in the boat building world. It rivals some of the furniture manufacturers in North Carolina do fine furniture for homes. The quality and craftsmanship that go into these boats is really exceptional. This boat's built for blue water sailing. Not every day is going to be smooth sailing. In those conditions when it's kind of rough, you'll notice in this main salon there's plenty of handholds. There's 2 double handholds on either side of the companionway. There's overhead handholds. There's a handhold right here in the galley. Throughout the boat moving forward, you'll see handholds perfectly placed so you'll be safe and secure as you move around the boat. When you look at how comfortable this boat is, you look at things like on the port side, this settee will actually slide out and form a double berth. There's a nice comfortable berth here on the starboard side. You have plenty of ventilation in this main salon here. And every door in this boat is a 3-panel door with the top part being a louver, which means that even when you have the forward hatch open when you're at anchor, air can ventilate through the rest of the boat even when the doors are closed, again improving the quality of the interior and making it more comfortable for guests. One of the main design features of all Island Packets is storage and the utilization of space. For instance, underneath this settee right here, you have a deep, deep, deep storage compartment, forward, aft, and in the middle. Plenty of storage to give you places to put all your canned goods and spare parts. Behind the settee is a shelf above, a shelf below that, and actually below the shelf there's more additional storage for maybe you put impellers and parts that you don't need to have access to all the time. But again, great storage in this boat. What makes the forward cabin one of the best-selling features in the Island Packet 370 is its center island berth, a rare find in a boat this size. A husband and wife can have access from either the port or starboard side, unlike being in a V berth where you have to crawl over each other sometimes to get in and out of the berth. Directly underneath the berth is a lift-up hatch for additional storage as well as a drawer. There's also storage port and starboard for your hanging clothes. And you have great ventilation with an opening hatch directly over the berth. The forward head in the Island Packet 370 is special. It's quite roomy for a boat this size. It features a separate stall shower. It has great ventilation with an opening port and an opening hatch, and excellent privacy with double door access. I am now standing in the guest stateroom. This guest stateroom has a lot of different features. Number one, you have an opening panel here that can be filled with a panel that's stored underneath the aft berth here to give you more privacy. But when you don't have guests aboard, it just leaves the boat much more open, airy, and spacious. As you move inside here, you'll notice the chart table. Great place to put your laptop, have your onboard office. Some of your electronics, control for your air conditioning. You have storage here. You have an opening port here and an opening hatch here. So you have good ventilation, but you also have one more opening port right over the berth. And this berth is really well laid out. It's going to be easy for your guests to get on and off from either side without having to crawl over each other. And right underneath the foot of the bed is some beautiful storage to put clothing, bedding, and spare parts. This is a very, very comfortable guest stateroom that any of your friends would love to spend time in. The 54 horsepower Yanmar diesel is conveniently located just below the companionway. A front panel, 2 side doors, and an aft hatch gives you easy 360-degree access to the engine. The Island Packet makes it easy for you to do your daily engine checks. The fuel filter and oil dipstick can be easily checked by swinging open the engine door on the starboard side. The low engine hours means you should have many years of trouble-free motoring. One of the nice things about the Island Packet is how beautiful they are. They're very traditional looking boats, yet when you look closer, you'll find that some of their construction techniques and design features in this boat are anything but old style. It's state of the art. The fiberglass seen in an Island Packet is very robust. Instead of using the old traditional 24-ounce woven roving of years gone by, they use tri-radial biaxial fiberglass, which is going to give you greater strength for less weight. So when you're out in those blue waters and rough seas, this boat's going to be one of the safer boats that you can be in. When you look at the way the deck is built, instead of using the traditional balsa core or some sort of foam, they use something called polycore. Now, a core material is designed to give the boat greater strength in the deck, so when you walk on fiberglass, if it was just solid, it would actually flex. The foam core, the balsa core, or the polycore that manufacturers use will give the deck a little bit more rigidity, and it also provides thermal insulation and soundproofing. In the case of the polycore, though, this is applied like shaving cream. Between the inner and outer layers, this polycore foam actually becomes integrated between those two layers. So the chances of any type of delamination or water migration is virtually eliminated, providing one of the strongest decks that you can find on the water today. Thank you so much for taking the time to view this video. I hope you found it to be informative. And although a video is kind of nice, there's nothing to replace an actual personal inspection. I invite you to come take a look at this boat and come to St. Pete, where my office is located at the beautiful Harbridge Marina. Here, I have dozens of boats, both power and sail, from mega yachts to little yachts for you to explore. So if this isn't the right boat for you, let's take a look at some of the other boats that might be better suited for you. I appreciate you taking the time to give me a call and let's discuss some of your boating desires and needs. You can reach me at 727-527-2800 or email me at joe@joezam.com or visit my personal website, joezam.com. Go to brokerage section and you can see all the different boats that I have, and there's additional pictures and the full listing of those boats. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for taking the time. Good day.